Oh my goodness. Just a quick look-see. This is downstairs, and there's a few buckets and trees, decorations, and over here, and down there. And with the exception of the trees, they all came out of there, up on the roof, up in the roof line. So now all I have to do is open them all up, put them all together, and put them all up. I'll be back with today's project in just a minute. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Donna here. Today we're going to be working on the final project for my baker's rack, and it's going to be a lantern. And then I'm going to show you the whole baker's rack as it is decorated when we finished working on the lantern. A little side story on the lantern. I wanted to create a scene inside the lantern that included snow. And I have a lantern that is perfect for that because it opens from the top and you can just dump the snow in and everything is fine and dandy. But the glass in that lantern is a little bit opaque and it has metal crossbars on each side, so it really doesn't show up the way I wanted it to. So I had to use one of the lanterns that open in the front. Now, as you can imagine, you put snow inside one of those and make a little snow mound. If you open the door, guess what happens to the snow? It all falls out the front. So I had to come up with something creative to keep the snow inside the lantern when I opened the door. And the first part of this video will be a voiceover, but you'll see that the little kind of collar that I created to go in the lantern so that I could pack it with snow and then use it to create the scene. So I'm going to get you onto that video first, and then I'm going to come back and we'll put the little scene together and look at the baker's rack. So stay tuned. You'll be back in a minute. Okay, what I'm doing here is just measuring to see how big to make this little cardboard collar that I'm going to make. And I'm going to make it about 1.5 inches tall, and that should give me plenty of space to put some snow in to make the scene. I'm going to cut 3 pieces and attach them with paper hinges. And you'll see me cut them in just a second. I will use my paper cutter and an X-Acto knife. It doesn't hurt the paper cutter because it's an old blade that I use for this kind of chipboard. This is chipboard, the same thing I make album covers out of. Here I'm just cutting the 3 pieces, and I will connect them with paper hinges in just a second. I'm just speeding this up because it's just a lot of me cutting and pasting. And you can see that it creates a little collar, and I'll show you from the top in a minute, and you'll see that I have created a little collar so the snow won't fall out when I put it in. I'm not sure how well this is recording. My microphone doesn't seem to want to work too well, but we'll see what I can get. Okay, the next thing that has to happen is that I have to paint it. I'm going to paint it white with some of the white chalk paint that we got the other day. And that's going to take a little bit of time to paint and then dry, and you'll see that I managed to get the paint all over myself. I got a little bit on the cardboard, but I got a lot of it on me too. Now I just have to let it dry, and you can see the white paint all over my fingers. So we're going to let that dry and move on to the last step before we can go downstairs and assemble this little scene. Okay, now it is dry, and we're going to do a little Mod Podge. And the Mod Podge is a glue, and so in that dish I have some of the snow. It's really pretty snow. It's messy, but it's really pretty. It's like big flakes. So, and this is the sparkly Mod Podge, so I figured if any of the Mod Podge showed, it would still be sparkly. So what I'm going to do is put a nice big coat of Mod Podge on each section, and then dip it in the snow and see how much snow I can get to adhere to it. And it won't adhere all of it all over, but it'll be enough that it helps to camouflage the cardboard. So I'll do the front first, and then I'll go back and do the sides. I'm just going to push it down into the snow. Okay, there you can see we've got the snow on all the sides, and I'm all covered with snow and Mod Podge. And we're going to get this all closed up, let it dry, put it in the lantern, and we'll take it downstairs and make our little scene. Be back in just a minute. Hold on. The other lantern I was talking about, and you see this one opens from the top. It would have been perfect, dump all the snow in here, no problem whatsoever. But you see this glass, the glass is not, it's a little bit opaque, not bad, but it also has these crossbars on it. And I really wanted a clearer picture for my little house. So that's why we went with the other one. And here it is. And I got you down a little lower today, so you might be able to get a better view. And you can see it looks pretty good with that snow in there. It doesn't really show up. If you really study it closely, you can see that it has an edge around it. But if you're going to study it closely, don't bother. So anyway, I have to turn it just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is to put this battery pack way in the back here, because this is going to be up against the back of the baker's rack, so it really won't show. But I want to get some lights, like in the snow. Let me just see if I can go around a couple of times here and get some in the snow. And what I'll do is I'll just put a few snowflakes on top of this. After I get them to stay down. And then I have this little house that is going to sit right here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to lift this battery pack up a little bit so I can get the house to the back. There. And I will have a tree, maybe over here. You know, I want to see if I can get this all the way back. So what I'm going to do is see if I can move this all the way back this way. And I'm going to scoot the battery pack over here to the side. And I don't think it's really going to be, see, because then what I'll do is I'll put the tree in here. So that hides it. And then basically what I'm going to do is just kind of push these lights inside with no rhyme or reason. And I've got these little people. Let's see. I think that's going to be really cute. Close it up. That is really cute with the little house inside there. And I think I'll probably move it like that. So there you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not seeing too much in the snow. I could play with that, but I kind of like it like it is. It shows the snow up good. And it shows the house and the tree. Alrighty, let's take it up and put it on the baker's rack, and we'll take a tour of the baker's rack as it is. See you in just a minute. Hold on. Whoops, before we go up there, I want to put a bow on it. Now, look at this bow. Lovely, huh? This is coming out of one of the boxes, but we're going to fluff it up and make it just beautiful. And let me just push it down a little bit so you can see me fluffing. It's a pretty bow. Funky bow. And so I think what I'm going to do is put it on first. And there wasn't a tie on this, so I cut a little piece here. I'm going to put it upside down in these pipe cleaners. Give it a couple of twists. And get you up where you can see it. I'm just going to make like a square knot. Doesn't have to have a bow because again it won't show. I don't want to cover up the front. There you go. Now we'll go up and put it on the baker's rack. Right back. Well, there you go. Here's our baker's rack with the projects we worked on. I've got the lights on. They're on a timer and they come on around 4 o'clock at night, so it's only noontime now. So it will look a lot better when it's darker outside. But let's take a closer look. And of course I mentioned that I have a Santa Claus collection, so a lot of it is Santa Clauses. Up on the top shelf, you can see, I think you can, I have 3 of those blocks that you put lights in, and I got those probably 10 years ago at Lowe's. And then on the top, we have golfing Santas. Moving down a row, we have some Santas over here and our cardinals. They look really pretty there. And a couple of more jolly old gentlemen right here. And then down on the bottom level, our cute little snowy scene. And over here, this is that box we made for the fall decorations out of rulers, and I had this candy cane sign, I think, and it fit right fine on the front of it. So I have the moose selling candy canes for 5 cents. I think this is adorable. I love it. This is the first of my Christmas decorations. You can see the corner's empty here. A tree will be going in there. But there you go. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Thanks everybody for stopping by today, and I hope you like this and give it a thumbs up. Can't talk. And I will be back on Sunday with Super Sunday, and then Tuesday, I'm not quite sure what the project will be, but it'll be another decorating one. So until then, have a great afternoon, and everybody play nice now. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm upstairs again now, and I just wanted to say a few closing words. Thank you so much for all of you who are stopping by, and if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, go ahead and push that subscribe button and the bell, and then you'll be notified every time I put up a video. Right now I'm putting up 3 videos a week, 2 craft videos and Super Sunday. I hope to be able to continue with 3 videos through the month of December. We'll have to come up with a new premise after Super Sunday is over in November. But I hope that all of you are enjoying your Friday, and it's TGIF, you know. And then I'm just happy to have all of my boxes down and get ready to decorate. I love to decorate for Christmas. I couldn't believe I had so many boxes. So you won't see me out doing a large Christmas haul. I've got everything I probably need, maybe a couple of little ditties here and there. I'm thinking maybe for my 3-tiered tray. But in the meantime, I'm so happy you stopped by. Please subscribe if you like what you see, and I'll see you again shortly, everybody. Play nice now. Bye-bye.